Hello everyone, my name is Banu Pitampalli. I'm a Redshift Specialist Solution Architect at AWS. Today I'm going to talk about and demonstrate data warehouse migration to Amazon Redshift, specifically how to use AWS Schema Conversion tool to migrate a data warehouse to Amazon Redshift. The solution architecture for the demo is shown here. On the left-hand side, we have on-premise data warehouse along with some ETL scripts developed in the proprietary language. On the right-hand side, we have Amazon Redshift Cloud Data Warehouse. We are going to use AWS SCT to convert the SQL code objects and database objects. We are going to use AWS SCT Data Extraction Agent to migrate data to Redshift Server. And finally, we are going to use AWS SCT ETL converter to migrate BT script to our SQL script. So let's start the demo now. You can see the SCT tool is already open on my machine, which is a Windows system. I downloaded, install, and configure the SCT tool as per the instructions found on the product page. It's very easy. You can do it yourself. The first thing I'm going to do in this tool is click on File and click on New Project. And I'm going to call my project as Teradata underscore migration. As you can see, we have the main view where we have sources and targets which are empty. Then I'm going to add a source, which is Teradata. I have this information pre-populated based on my configuration that I have done. So now I'm going to simply enter my password and name my connection. It's an on-prem Teradata EDW. I'm going to click on store password and connect. I'm going to accept the risk and continue of not encrypting the data since this is a demo. Give it some time here while it connects to Teradata machine. I have successful connection to the source. Now let's add target. Target is going to be Amazon Redshift. Click on next. Again, I got this information pre-populated. I'm just going to enter my password and call my connection. Give it a name, Cloud Redshift underscore EDW. Store password. I'm going to uncheck glue here because we're not using that for this demo purpose. So click on connect. And now I have my Cloud Redshift EDW populated on the target side. Next thing we want to do is create the mapping. Mapping establishes the path for the objects to flow from source to target. So I'm going to go ahead, click on the schema that I want to use for this demo. I want to use the TD migration demo to demonstrate the conversion process. So I'm going to select on that and create mapping. I click on create mapping. Once I do that, the mapping source to target path is established. Then I'm going to go back to main view. Once I do that, you can see the information is again populated. I'm going to uncheck all schemas since we're going to use only one schema. As you can see, we have 10 tables, 4 views, and 2 macros. Go ahead and expand that. We have some fact tables, dimension tables, we have some views, and then 2 macros. So what we're going to do next is we're going to select the schema and click on convert schema. Click yes. It's warning if objects already exist, it's going to replace, which is fine. Click on continue. Then now it's working on the conversion process. So the conversion process is where SCT is going to convert or rewrite your tables or views or macros to a format compatible with Amazon Redshift. It is also going to give us an assessment report where you can download and review that to understand how the conversion process went through. To access the assessment report, you can go to main view, click on assessment report view. And here you can see we worked on one schema, 10 tables, and 4 views. or 4 indexes. And when it comes to database code objects, we worked on 4 views and 2 macros. The light green is for the objects which are automatically converted. The darker green for the objects with simple actions. The light blue with the objects with the medium complexity actions, and the darker blue with the objects with complex actions. So today we have 10% of the tables with the medium complexity actions, and the rest went through without any issues. Let's review what those are, and then we'll convert these objects to Redshift side. We can see the issues that have been encountered during the conversion process. I'll go ahead, click on the first issue here. It's about LOA duration column. So once I click on that, we can see that it's coming from the LOA durations table. It's about the interval data type. SCT is clever enough to convert that into character varying field since the Redshift doesn't have it yet. Another issue that is reported here is about the view top 5 months. It's about the qualifier rank, and we can see that Redshift is able to mimic the logic with the subquery, and the filtering that is happening with the qualifier rank less than or equal to 5 is now being handled by the where clause, and the view works the same way as the Teradata side, and you get the consistent results. And we can also see that SCT is able to convert some of the macros to store procedures, and you can witness that here. It is also able to apply the case specific or case not specific logic in the where filter. So here in the where clause, you can see that the string par is compared to CI column with a not case specific. On the Redshift side, the same thing is happening. Collate function is used where we're applying case insensitive type. So both the columns are matched irrespective of the case. So there are some ways where AWS SCT really helps you automate your conversion process, avoids manual interventions for you, and makes your migration experience very easy. The next step for us is to apply these converted objects to Redshift side. I have my target side on the right hand side. This is my schema TD migration demo. It's ready with the converted script, the object. So I'm going to right click and select apply to database and click OK, click S. Now it is in the process of applying those objects onto my target system. While that is happening, I would show you. This is my client tool, SQL Workbench J. I have a connection with my target system. These are our current schemas on my Redshift cluster. I don't see the TD migration yet because it's not created yet. So if I try to select one of the fact table, it says doesn't exist. So the process is still, there it is. The process is done now. And you can check the status by going to, on the target side in the main view, you can check the status by accessing the apply status. So as you can see, the schema, tables, views, store procedures, all have been successfully created onto Redshift side. Now let's go back to my client tool and refresh the dev, the object explorer. Right click schemas, reload it. Now I see my TD migration demo schema now, and I see my tables here, my views. Now when I try to run this query now, it should run successfully, but you don't get any data because we haven't loaded any data yet. Now we move to the next step in the demo. It's about loading the data into Redshift cluster from Teradata Warehouse. Step we're going to do is, while in the mapping view, so you get to the mapping view here. So while in the mapping view, right click on the schema, actually on the set of tables here, right click there, and you want the first step is register agent. The registering agent is actually registering the data extraction agent that SCT comes with. So you want to give it a name. So I'm going to call it as a TD agent. Host name, the agent is installed on the local machine, so I'm going to call it localhost, and the port is 8192. This information, you provide this information when you're installing the product. So that's what I remember these. So I'm using them here, and I will uncheck SSL. I'm not using that, and I'll go ahead and register the agent. So accept the risk and continue. Now I'm in data migration view. The agent is registered. Its status is active. And once agent is successfully registered, I right click on my tables, and then I will create a local task. The local task is actually, the agent. Now you're creating the data movement task. So I'm gonna name it as TD migration demo schema load. And then I want to select extract, upload, and copy. So the data extraction agent gives you three options where you can extract data to local system, extract and upload data to Amazon S3 or a data lake, extract, upload, and copy data to Amazon Redshift. So in this demo, I'm going to demonstrate how to do all three in one go. So I'm going to select the third option. I don't have lobs in this case, so I'm going to uncheck that, and I'm going to go ahead and create the task. So task has been created. So this is my new task, data migration schema load. I have three phases in this task: extract, upload, and copy. So I'm going to go ahead, select the start. Now, as you can see, the start has initiated extraction process, and then the uploading to S3, and then also running copy commands, which loads data to Redshift, also being in action. So we have completed for many tables. The fact sales table is also finished. Now, if you click on that, it extracted 60,000 rows from source, uploaded 60,398 to S3 and 60,398 to Redshift side. So if you go back to my client tool, if I run this query now, I can see that I have data returned for my query. That's how easy it is to move data from Teradata tables to Redshift tables. Now let's move on to the next step in the process, which is about converting ETL scripts like BTIG to Amazon RSQL. Step in our demonstration is converting ETL script to Amazon Redshift RSQL. In this demo, I'm going to show you how to convert BT script. On the left-hand side, on the source side, at the bottom, there is a section called scripts. Under it, you can see that there is a BTIC option for BTIC, shell, fast load, fast export, and multi-load. These are some scripts you can convert by using AWS SCT. So let me load up BTIC script. So they are in this folder. The script is going to look like this. It has a merge statement. It has a logic based on the row count. If the row count exists, if the rows exist in product stage, then it's going to run this merge statement. Otherwise, it's going to exit. So let's see how AWS SCT is going to convert that script. I'm going to select the folder. It's asking if there are any variables. I don't have any variables, so I'm going to click OK. Then you can see my scripts are loaded. This is my BTIC script here. Now let's get into main view here. And then if you go to the script view here, you can see the BTIC script loaded. In order to script, before you convert the script, we need to set the schema. So the current schema I'm working on is TD migration demo, and hit on apply. Then I go to the script here and right click on the left side. I right click on the script and convert it to RSQL. Click OK. So it identified the merge statement, it highlighted that, and it converted the merge statement to update or insert. And other parts are equally converted to RSQL compatible commands. So it's doing row count and using if logic. If activity is equal to 0, then go to no data, otherwise go and run this command. And it also converted labels, remark, everything as compatible with the RSQL. You can save this SQL. I'm going to save it to same folder. It's going to ask you to replace, select yes, and this is how the converted script is going to look like. It has an update and the quit, and same as the BTIC side. In today's demo, we have seen how to connect to Teradata system. We have seen how to convert tables, views, objects from Teradata to Redshift. We have seen how to handle some of the proprietary features from Teradata to Redshift. We have seen how to load the data from Teradata tables to Redshift side. And then finally, we have seen how to convert a BTIC script to Amazon Redshift R SQL script.